Welcome back everyone to episode 6 of Let's Play Starsector. Just exploring around the universe now. We got back to Anserna. I was able to barely make it back with 3 things of fuel left. That's partly my fault though, because I did stop to explore a derelict ship along the way. It only gave me 1 thing of fuel, so the trade-off was not worth it in the end. But the good news is we have a lot of fuel stored up here. I think metal was only selling for like 15, so I already dropped that off here, but I wanted to show how very little fuel we actually had remaining. Let's see, we have our new wolf ship, of course, so our supply usage is up to 0.7 a day. So I do want to grab a fair amount of fuel, because we'll probably be going on another long-range mission, which means I guess it's also a good idea to grab some supplies. Especially because I didn't take into account the fact that we don't just take supplies to go to the destination and return. All the fighting we might do in the middle requires supplies to repair and all that. And then this is the Class 2 survey data which we picked up. I guess its base value is 5,000. The data contained here is unexceptional. So I don't know, there's actually usually better places where you can exchange these things. It looks like this is only going for 3,200 here. That's pretty abysmal. So because it only takes up, I guess it takes up 1 cargo spot, we might as well keep that with us and just see what we can get for it at various stations around. Okay, so I feel like we're pretty well restocked. Let's just take a look and see if anybody has machinery for us. Oh, they do. Now we have not, did we? I don't know. I don't think we did any actual market trades. You know, metal's so cheap at 6, I'm just gonna buy it. And the reason I'm doing that is partly to cover up my tracks, considering... Oh, and yeah, of course we need crew. So let's get at least the 105 we need, and I like to have a nice surplus, so let's buy a few extra, because we do have a lot of money. I mean, completing these bounties are so incredibly helpful. And now I do have my transponder on, so that's not ideal for trading on the black market. Let's just pause here real fast. Not really in a good way to turn it off though. We're right next to... We could emergency burn to get out of here, but... Actually, I think I will re-engage that. So let's go like this. Alright. Turn off transponder, dock on the world. Oh, right. Of course. Can't do anything without our transponder off. So we just have to do the black market thing, possibly get picked up. We don't have... Somebody explained to me very nicely that it doesn't really affect you if they... it'll have your relationship drop if you get, caught with your transponder off. But then they just survey, the only thing they'll ever do is just check for illegal goods. And since we won't be taking any illegal goods, it shouldn't matter too much. But I definitely want the extra heavy machinery, even for the 4,000 cost. And we still have 170 cargo space left over. That seems fair to me. Let's repair our ships. Do I want to take another 2 supplies? I think I'll actually drop off 8 more. I'm a little leery of not having enough space to... Corvus. Okay, well, this is fantastic. Why don't we just go back to Corvus? This is up for another 34 days, and then we'll just tote around killing pirates. So, in order to be effective about that, I'm going to drop off a little bit of fuel. Well, no, we're going to use up a bit of fuel even getting over there. So I think we're okay. The only last thing I might do, though, is check to see if... Sorry, refit. We have any better stuff we can outfit our ship with. Even though we have railguns here, I might even consider buying railguns if they're not ones from the black market. Doesn't look like there's anything good here. Yeah. PD lasers. Those aren't my favorite, but it's something. Oh yeah, our wolf, of course. So let's auto-fit this guy, just in the assault mode. Confirm. So let me see what this is. Heavy blaster, ion cannon, harpoon, and PD laser. Okay, was he able to get all this? They outfitted him with something which was makeshift enough. It doesn't look like, for example, they gave him a PD laser. They instead gave him this ion cannon. He does have degraded engines and a faulty power grid, so yeah, that's a lot of flux per second. As we can see, this pulse laser is not likely to be very effective on this ship. It's just, this ship will overheat so quickly. Sabots, 3 ammo, I like that. Annihilator, that seems good. Yeah, okay. This thing only is going to be a distraction anyway. It doesn't really need to serve as a complete assault combat ship. It's just a distraction. Alright, let's make our way over to this other system then. Corvus. Let's make our way to Gonir. We could find ourselves in the world of hurt there. But that is the way bounty hunting goes, right? Let's also take a look what kind of bounties are out there. So I saw I think there's some pretty good ones. Actually, this is only, wow, this is extremely close. And it's offered for another 36 days. So we really have a choice between going to Corvus and doing some hegemony hunting, or go taking out a Cerberus class combat freighter. That is going to be very easy to do, and I think that our decision is made. It's absolutely made. We're going to change our course for this, because that is just so much more lucrative, and even though it costs a little bit of fuel to move there, not too much, 15 fuel each way, we should have the supplies for it as well. Like these ones, they cost like 50 fuel, where you're talking about 100 fuel total, and that's a little harder to justify. Yeah, the rest of these are pretty far away. So what we might do is, if we can, we'll bag this contract, and then we'll head back to Corvus in order to try to get a few contracts done there as well. I mean, a few missions done there. Alright, so hit shift to speed up a bit, and on we go. The Wolf class we won't always be using, but if we get into a fight where we're kind of like overwhelmed, we will. Do I want to stop and... Okay, this is obviously a pirated group. Since this is not Corvus, though, we don't get any kind of bounty for it, so I'm just going to ignore all that stuff. Let's go get our contract. So August 8th, we have like, what was it, 30 days? Which one was it? Yeah, 32 days. Hey, it's me. This person's using the same avatar as I am. Now, I don't actually want to fly into that system. Let's take a look at what the contract says. Barren World. Okay, let's look at Barren Worlds. Nothing there. One Barren World here, 3,400. Rocky Metallic. And a Barren World at 1,200. And another one at 5,500. I think that this is going to be our best bet then. Although this one is much closer, but actually, I don't even know if we can make that turn. So let's go ahead and head into here. And I don't want to turn on free look. Okay, let's turn off our transponder. Barren World. Well, probably one of these is the fleet in question. There it is already. Oh yeah, I think we can take this. Let's see. I think we can take this without support. Alright, come and get me. The wolf, a Cerberus, another wolf, a hound, and a kite. Now, these are kind of annoying. Maybe I'll bring my wolf just to showcase the effectiveness of this ship. It's only an additional 3 supplies. I mean, yeah. Now, it says here 8 jumps up to 13 because it says 5. But remember, this is a damage class. P for pirate, I believe. But P and D count the same way. They both usually take off some of the deployment points. So only 3 extra supplies. That's not the full story because, of course, the moment it gets into combat, its combat readiness will decrease, which means we'll have to spend a lot of extra supplies to quote-unquote repair it. But, yeah, just for the sake of this, for the sake of the audience being able to see what it's like to bring in an extra ship, let's bring in this wolf. And I don't think there's any nebulae we can really take advantage of, although we kind of want to fight in the middle of the map anyway. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, wolf. We can go after... This is a hound, a wolf. Okay, the Cerberus is in the middle. Let's go after the one on the side over here. See if we can just take this out quickly. Got him. Didn't even have our wolf really do anything, but even he's absorbing damage, you know? So it's already effective. Now let's get this one. Alright, let's take on the one that doesn't have shields then. Easy enough. Vent here. Not exactly the ideal time for venting. They will all vent, but that's okay. We gotta go in against these wolves now. They just need to overstep. Okay, maybe we'll take out this guy since, well, he is the obvious target. Is he not? She not? Okay, let's vent. And, well, we have one wolf we're capable of cornering, it looks like. We'll go after that one. We're able to block those missiles. Now this is the trick, is getting close enough to actually do damage. There it is. Got him. And this last one looks like it'll retreat, but we are going to full assault. Get our ship on that one so that hopefully they don't have time to run away. Now we do have degraded engines, so we'll see how this works. If our wolf can't get to him, then that's fine. And I'll turn on our Annihilator missiles. If he can even launch a missile, this guy will have to bring up his shields, but it doesn't look like he's going to be capable of doing that. Okay. Well, he just came back to us instead of assaulting, as I mentioned. It says full assault is on. What the heck? How do I make you attack, like, suicide yourself into the enemy? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to claim victory. It's the best we can do. We could pursue them. It's going to cost extra supplies. I don't really care. I think mission is already accomplished, right? We eliminated the Cerberus, which is the... There I am. The level 5 commander, which we were supposed to eliminate. So I guess I'll just harry their retreat, but I'll otherwise let them go. We'll take all the goods. Plenty of room left. And... discovered a derelict ship. Oh, okay. Well, it's just going to be something we can salvage. We'll take it. And now I guess we're just heading back home. That should be all we need to do. And actually, we want to head to Corvus. So we'll actually put a... Should we drop off stuff in Jangala first? I guess we will. Let's head to Jangala. There it is. I double-clicked. There it is. All right. On we go. There was another derelict ship there, but I'm not too worried about one derelict ship. The 50,000 bounty is going to more than make up for any little scraps of metal, or even a bundle of supplies is just irrelevant. And people have already mentioned this, that basically the jump from like early game to late game happens pretty quickly in this game. And it does. At the moment you take like 1 or 2 good contracts, you're already home free. We're about to go back into friendly space. Okay, do we get money? There it is. Bounty payment from the hegemony. I didn't even realize it was a hegemony contract. But 57,000 credits, we're up to over 100,000. That is really nice. Really good deal. Okay, so we'll stop by Jangala just to drop off any extra stuff. We can actually see if Jangala has any better of a going rate on this survey data we have. You want to buy this for anything more than... Yeah, look at this. It's 6,200. Take that. Even though it's still less than 5,000, but yeah, we'll take that. Metal, they're selling actually for quite a lot here. Let's do that as well. Vulcan cannons, I'll keep. Light dual machine guns, I'll keep. Yeah, I'll keep all those. I don't think the ion cannon is necessary, but We'll keep it all. How much supplies here? 111. Fuel is 39. We're doing okay on fuel. I mean, that trip itself only took, well, with the stuff we salvaged, it only took like a net of 15 or so. We could start buying some of these mods. Like, I don't have insulated engine assembly. Increases the durability of the ship's engines by 100% and ship's hull integrity by 10%. The ship also has 50% less sensor profile. That's pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, you may want that. That's kind of a specific role. You might want that more on like a smuggling ship. The one that needs to avoid combat. Operations Center increases command point recovery rate by 250%. Well, I think command points are really stupid, so in some way that would be a good mod spec for me to install on my ship, but reduces the casualties suffered by fighter pilots by 50%. That's really good because it essentially increases your carrier's deployment capabilities. I don't think we want any of those for now, even though we're already rolling in the money. So let's start looking out for potential another ship. And eventually, the reason why you have these tankers and civilian transports, and I mean the Phaeton is better. I would take the Dram actually as my tanker. The reason why you have these other options for ships, that tankers are not really as much for trading fuel, because usually the price of fuel doesn't fluctuate enough. At least I don't think it fluctuates enough to really make money off of. It's really so that you can supply a huge fleet of, like, you know, like 10 ships, especially if you have, well, we don't see them here, but if you have stuff like the Onslaught, or the Moor is actually a good ship. I don't really care that much about the Onslaught. And there's another one. There's a battle cruiser that it's not on this list. It's a battle carrier, I should say. It's a hybrid carrier and battle cruiser, basically. That's another pretty good ship. Now, I've never even seen this missile cruiser before. Shows you how much I played the game, right? I think I've fought everything else here, including an Onslaught at some point on one of my more successful campaigns. Could get another Hammerhead, but that's not available on the open market. What do they have here? Ooh, interesting. We don't make large enough runs to really care about the modified freighter hull. Does this have shielded bays or whatever? Maybe I'm thinking of escape velocity. Do they have shielded bays in this where you can actually shield your cargo if you have black market goods, illegal goods? It'll actually shield it from the scans. I don't think that's in this game. I think that's something in escape velocity, or maybe a suggestion for them then. Well, I don't think we're going to find anything else here. So let's just go ahead and get ourselves some bounties while there's still some bounties to be got. What's going on here? Oh. I don't think we want to take on that. That is something we can take on. Well, I could do it. Well, this will be exciting. I didn't save first, so this could be also the end of this series. We can do this. We just have to maneuver well. I didn't use my character points, unfortunately. I really should have. Okay, escort me. Let's move ourselves into the bottom left. We want to kind of entice their slower ships to come, their faster ships to come forward first, though. Okay, what do we have here? Like this. Let's take this lasher. I think this is, yeah. Let's take this lasher out as quick as we can. This buffalo is actually going to be really easy to take out. It has no shields. Okay, my wolf has been destroyed, but so has their escort ship. So we have another escort ship on the bottom left here. Let's see if we can get to that one. can't get too greedy. Turn off control 2. Spin. Rotate. Get out. Shields up. Got a little bit greedy. Kind of expected that might happen, but where am I? Okay, good. So we still have, I guess we're still alive. And we have the money to buy another ship. Ooh, 70 crew. Yeah, we'll definitely attempt to disengage now. Although, man, they are... I don't have a ship that can even defeat what's left here. So I guess I'm going to attempt to disengage. Okay. What's going on? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Get out of here. Is this Anserna? This is Jangala. That's fine. I think I saw black market hammerhead that we can just pick up and hopefully outfit. The railgun being the hardest thing to get. We have the money to do it, so that's kind of an unfortunate series of events. You fly too close to the sun, sometimes you get burned. Ah, there's not one here. Okay, well, let's just look at buying some weapons, if they have any weapons we might want. Okay, we want 2 heavy mortars. That's all they have. Confirm, black market. Mainly what we want are some railguns. That's really what we're looking for here. No. Okay. Well, I might just call this video to a close here. I'm not particularly happy with this episode because we lost our flagship again. And I know I could have done that fight better if I just quick saved. But that's okay. I like to, you know, we got to take the bumps on the road that we experience with us. So, but yeah, I think I will call this video to a close. I got to think about what's the next step in this campaign because I'm talking about buying bigger ships and stuff. Oh, at least we're getting experience. Yeah, one major thing I should have done. Not that this would have helped that much, but the 10% flux dissipation rate, it just makes sense. It's just one more point to get 10% flux dissipation rate. It's kind of a no-brainer. Now, I could spend 3 points here to get better ballistic and energy weapon range, which I think you can tell is really important, but I have to be honest, the top speed, I keep feeling like this is where I'm failing, is not getting enough top speed. I can also reduce damage to shields with another 2% here. This is damage to shields, but there. Where is it? There it is. Level 2, minus 20% damage taken by shields. I feel like that's another really important thing. So if I can spend 2 points right now, and then the next 4 points will go to top speed and damage taken by shields. I don't think that we need to do everything in the combat tech tier. Probably after, because you only have a finite number of points. We don't level up indefinitely. I think we only go to level 40, in which case you only have like 42 points to spend total. Considering we've already spent, what, 3, 9, 11 here. We've spent 11 here. We don't really need anything else in this one. Maybe another 3 into this one. So that's 14 total. I don't think we need this one, and I don't think we need this one either. It would be nice to get points into this, though, for our carriers. So that's going to take some, like, at least 6 points. And getting the supply maintenance reduction here is another 2 points. That's 8 points here. So we're looking at 14 here, another 8 here, which is 22. And then at least another 6 here because we want that, level 2, and then level 2. And that's 30 points already, right? Have I done that math right? 14 plus 8 is 22, so that now 6 is 28. So we still have 12 points in my head that we can just use for whatever we want. If I want to go with kind of like the peak operating time, level 1 here, type function. Actually, what's level 3 is combat readiness. That might be better to take that one. and then get this one only at level 1. Because we'll only need one more level in this, and if we're going to level 3 on this one, which will help our entire fleet of carriers, that might be good. But since I don't know, I'm going to just confirm this one and leave the 2 points. It doesn't help us at all to just put 1 point into this. Well, 50% acceleration isn't bad if I was to do that. But I'll reset. I'll just do this one, confirm that, and that's where we'll call this video to a close. So thanks for watching, and until the next episode, I'll have to try to think about what we'll do, and take care.